I'm so glad you stopped in today. So, today we are going to work on a collaboration for fall, and it is called Grateful Hearts, a Flow of Thankfullness. And this collaboration is put on by Erica from Fluid Art with Erica. She also has the Paint Pour Academy, and she does this every month. We have a different theme, and it's with the artists who have been in the artist spotlight on the Paint Pour Academy. There's a whole list of super talented artists so, easy for me to say, a whole group of artists that are super talented, and I really hope that you will check them all out. I'll link all of them down below in the description, of course. And so today I'm going to do something a little bit different because I tend to go that way. I get a thought in my head. I'm like, oh, this might work. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't. But we'll see today what happens. So this is going to be a two-step process. And let me get this hair pulled back, get my apron put on, my gloves put on, and we'll get right to it. See you in a minute. This was a rough one, you guys. But I believe in showing the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you don't want to see the bad and the ugly, skip straight to the 2-minute and 44-second mark to see the final result. So this first piece was all acrylic paints. My base was too thin, my paints were too old, and it was just a mess. So I let that dry for 24 hours. I started again with this one, using bloom paints, trying to do this little swipe technique, and I just ended up with a hot mess. I didn't like it. I thought I'd spray some gold spray paint around all the negative space just to kind of give it a glow and a little different effect. And that paint dried so fast that it kept my other paint from being able to flow when I spun it. So that one got scraped. Now we're going to go with the actual piece that I'm using for this collaboration. So I did go to my bloom paints, and my base paint here is Glidden Fundamentals Semi-Gloss Interior Exterior White House Paint. So I have covered that. I'm using all the same colors, and I have them layered in 2 little Dixie cups. In the bottom of the Dixie cup, I did spray a good puddle of the gold spray paint and then layered my colors on top of that. I didn't know what that was going to do. I've never tried that before, but I am so excited about the way that worked out. So here we go. We're going to do 2 ring pours. I love the multiple ring pour technique, and most people don't use bloom paints to do ring pours because they're thick. And I like that because I keep the structure of my rings better when I use a thicker paint. And I just didn't know, though, how this was going to work. I wasn't real happy as I was pouring this because, to me, it looked like the colors were just blending together, and I was afraid I was going to have a big muddy mess. And at this point, I was just like, okay, it's either going to be 3 strikes, you're out, or it's going to be 3rd time is a charm. Either way, that's the way it's going to be. And if it was 3 strikes, you're out, I was just going to be done. I had such a block, an artistic block at this point, that I'm just like, oh my goodness, what in the world am I going to do here? So I'm pouring the second cup. Now, even though I layered these colors in exactly the same way, I poured them different. So one of them I poured from the same side that I poured the paint down the inside of the cup. And the other one I poured from the opposite side of the cup. So I was a little worried at the end of this one because I tried to catch that last drip, and actually I drug a string of paint across the canvas. So I was kind of worried about that, but when I spun it, that part actually spun all the way off. So it didn't even matter. But it's going to take quite a bit of spinning here to get this to have full coverage the way that I envisioned it to. I didn't want any negative space in this one. So we're just going to keep spinning. And my fingers were crossed at this point, you guys. There's a lot of paint on here, and I've got to get a majority of that paint off so that I don't get cracking. And nobody wants that. So I'm just going to keep spinning in both directions, trying to cover. You can see where the two meet on the sides. You can see a little bit of white on both sides. So I need to just keep spinning that until I get those little spaces completely covered. I'm going to do a flyover. I'm going to show you the dry results of this. I'm pretty excited. And this piece is actually called After the Harvest. So it turned out to be kind of a landscape, an abstract landscape. And in my mind, it looks like a field that's been harvested, and the sun, I don't know, sunset, sunrise, I don't know, in the sky above it. So it's kind of a hill. The field is kind of a hill. You can see the rows. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But that's what I see. You guys may see something else. And if you do, please tell me in the comments what you see in this piece. I want to thank Erica again for inviting me to this collaboration. I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope you've subscribed. And if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, and make a comment. And be sure you go down in the description and check out all the other artists that are included in this collaboration. Thank you guys again so much. We'll see you next time. And just remember that you don't need sight to have vision.